way. But let me just tell you what happened today. Remember a week or so ago when we talked about green and how about the president doing a great impetus and great money being put into green companies. And about 6-9 months ago, he showed up in a plant in San Francisco that did solar energy panels, etc. It was called, the name of the country was Solyndra, Solyndra. Then they filed for bankruptcy most recently. Well, here's the problem. Well, okay, bankruptcy, it's tough. It's a tough business out there. But here's the problem. The feds raided the business today. The bankrupt solar panel maker, okay, which is backed by the Obama administration, is being raided by the Federal Bureau of Investigation today. Yeah, they raided them. And here's what the FBI said. The FBI said that we're executing a search warrant jointly with the Department of Energy Inspector General regarding an investigation. Okay? And what's this investigation about? Well, the investigation is about $535 million of federal loan guarantees that were given to these guys. Now, here's the problem. Do you remember in the General Motors case, the General Motors, when they went bankrupt and everybody held these senior subordinated debt? Okay, senior subordinated debt, and all of a sudden the president comes out and says, well, wait a minute, you got to put yourself behind the unions. You got to get behind them, folks, to be a real patriot. You got to take like 7, 8, 9, 10 cents in the dollar and let the unions come out whole. Okay, that's a patriot. Well, he takes the same philosophy because in this little deal, this $528 million deal, there was also an investment in there by Argonaut Ventures, okay, specifically a guy by the name of George Kaiser. Okay, George Kaiser, part of Argonaut Ventures, they come in ahead of the federal government in the loan guarantees. So apparently, Argonaut Ventures, this is what I'm seeing, right? I could be wrong, but apparently what it looks like is Argonaut Ventures got their money out before we, the taxpayers, got out. Okay, so you say, well, oh, geez, wow, we came in second? Yeah, I thought the government was always supposed to come in first. Well, when you look at it, who's Argonaut Ventures? It's a guy by the name of George Kaiser. And who's George Kaiser? He's a material fundraiser for the president. Yeah, George is out there raising millions of dollars for the president. He's also Argonaut Ventures, who has a position in Solyndra, and he's getting his money out before that. Mr. President, if I was sitting in the front row, Mr. President, as he said, can I ask a question? Okay, Mr. President? Are we going to talk anything about green tonight? Oh, by the way, that 500, they fired 1,100 people. They shut down the factory, and former employees are suing the company, claiming they failed to give them warning required under the federal law before shutting down and firing them. So you see, I feel a little sorry for the president tonight because he's going in tonight with all this on his shoulders. In addition to that, what did we get today? We got jobless claims. Oh yeah, did we get jobless claims? 414,000 people. Okay, 414,000 people. They said, well, the hurricane in the Northeast didn't impact the data. It's just, hey, that's the deal. Okay, rose from 412 up to 414. Okay, and oh, by the way, 2 weeks ago they revised the original reading of 409 up to 411. You know that they revise them upward every week. Okay, it's physically impossible, or I say not physically, but I would say that it's almost impossible that you would have to revise things upward every single week. They've done it for like 60-some weeks. So I would say that this number of 414,000 jobless claim, once again, we are over 400,000. Once again, it becomes a real major issue. Now, when we take a look at the number of people on our total who are receiving benefits from everything, and we're talking about totally state and federal, we're down 167,000 from a week ago. 167,000 people, less people are getting state and federal benefits. I'm talking about the whole thing, all the way through 99 weeks. Now, since we had 0 jobs that were created, it would tell you that those 167,000 people haven't found jobs. They are just off the rolls. 167,000 people no longer getting any money. You see the desperation that is coming out there.